You know I live in Sweden, right? Sweden in winter is a dark, cold place. And what we need to put that little sprinkle on our lives in winter, obviously, are coats. In my opinion, a good-looking, high-quality, pretty perfect coat is what will take your outfit to the next level. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda, Siedler Aesthetics. So happy to have you here today. I want to share a little bit of knowledge on what I like about my coats, what I would consider if I was buying a new coat today, and just talk you through each and every one of my coats. So in terms of Burberry coats, let's just get one out of the way, which is not really, at least not for Sweden, very winter appropriate, which is my Burberry Sandringham trench coat in the short style. I bought this one this year. I've loved it so much. I've talked about it at length on my channel. I even have a video where I'm styling it, so I'm not gonna go into it in depth, but in my opinion, a high quality, good looking, perfectly fitting trench coat is ideal for everyone's wardrobe if this type of thing is your style. I mean, like I said, I bought this year, right? But I feel like it's been lacking in my wardrobe for such a long time. And I'm so glad that I found this one. I found it on such a good deal. I found it for like 300 euros on Vestiaire Collective, and it was never worn because the girl bought it in the wrong size and then she was just selling it on. So I truly found myself one of those unicorn deals, and I am so happy to have this little trench coat in my collection. And for me, the short style works very well because I wear a lot of like denim, I wear a lot of slacks, all of that kind of stuff when going to the office because I walk everywhere and I feel more secure when walking in like denim or slacks versus a skirt, you know? So the short style works perfectly for me. If you're someone who wears a lot of skirts, I'm not sure I would recommend the short style actually, because in my opinion it's not the prettiest when the short coat hits higher up than the actual hem of your skirt, right? I think it's prettier if they end at like the same like wavelength, or if the trench coat is a little bit longer than the skirt, if that makes sense. But for me, who wears a lot of like jeans and stuff, I mean, this is the perfect trench coat and I'm so happy to have it. Would highly recommend. And obviously, like if you're Australian or something, then maybe this is gonna be your winter coat, right? But for me, this is like my spring and summer jacket, you know? And on a similar train of thought, we have my other Burberry coat. This is a trench coat style as well. It's obviously black, it's in wool. It's one of these like coats that I wear and I feel important. I feel like I am here to like slay the corporate game, you know? This coat, I feel like it's just such a solid coat. It's so classic, so classy. It feels like the perfect coat. Like, it makes the lighting really horrible when I put this up. I am sorry about that. How can I fix that? If you're gonna buy one winter coat, I would say go for a trench coat style. The only downfall of a trench coat style coat in winter, you like button it and then you tie it, but you still have quite a lot of open space up here, right? For me, that's a quite minimal issue because as you know in my channel and in my general life, I always wear turtlenecks. I wear like scarves when it's cold, stuff like this. So I have workarounds for this little gaping neck situation issue on a trench coat style winter coat. But obviously if it's like minus 30 degrees, I mean not even a merino wool turtleneck from Uniqlo is gonna save you from those cold vibes hitting your skin, right? So that might be a little bit of a hurdle for the trench coat style coat, but once again, if you're gonna get one classic winter coat that's of high quality, get something in wool, get something in a trench coat style that has the perfect length for you and that just fits the color theme of your wardrobe and all of this kind of stuff, right? And for me, obviously, I love the color black. Today I'm venturing out and wearing brown, but my general mood is always black or dark gray or something like that in winter, right? So for me, this is just one of those, I like to call it hero pieces in my wardrobe, right? It's never like, no, I'm not gonna wear this today. You just put it on and it's like, yes, this coat just keeps performing. It just keeps thriving in your wardrobe, right? That's this coat for me. I have it in a size Italian 38, US 4, and UK 6. And that's the same as on my Sandringham trench coat that I just showed you as well. So that's enough rambling about my Burberry wool trench coat. Let's talk about Max Mara. I love these so much. They make me so happy. I do have a favorite style, obviously, because I have two of the same. Now, I'm not strong enough to hold up both at the same time, so which one do we want to look at? I think gray. This is the Max Mara Dritto Coat. I have the size Italian 38 once again. That's my normal size in clothing. It just looks so luxurious. It's just so soft. It has fur, so if that's not your thing, then stay away. I'll talk more about fur when I get to my grandma's fur coats as well, because I know it can be a touchy topic, but for now, let's just talk about Max Mara for a moment, and then we'll talk about the general topic of fur. But this Max Mara coat is in 100% wool. It obviously has the fur lining. It's a wrap style coat, so it's basically like a robe. It has no buttons, no frills, no bells and whistles. I mean, it has one button, which you can like button here so that you don't get that gaping over here, which is great because that will keep your neck toasty warm. And then you just tie the belt around your waist to kind of get that snuggly and like cozy feeling of your coat, right? So I love my Max Mara coat. I think it's so nice. Obviously, I bought two. Everyone on YouTube told me that you need to have a camel colored coat, and I was influenced, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not sad about being influenced in this scenario because I think a camel colored coat is just such a good piece to have in your wardrobe. It's such a versatile piece. This one is also in 100% wool. With my wool coats though, I take them to my dry cleaning / tailor guy. I always ask him to like waterproof the coat. I mean, it's not gonna make it like 100% waterproof so that you can wear it out in rain, but they put some sort of, I don't know, spray or some sort of chemical on it. It doesn't change the texture of the wool, but it makes it that little bit more waterproof, you know? Which is also great if you're gonna wear this at like a little Christmas market and you're gonna have mulled wine and then you're gonna drink it, then you spill a little bit and then you're like, oh my gosh, but that little droplet of mulled wine just rolls off the coat and you're just like, wow, this is perfectly fine. I am so thriving right now. I think Max Mara has so many nice styles of coats, and in my opinion, Max Mara is kind of like the top-notch, the elite brand, we could call it, of coats. Me and my dad bought a Max Mara coat for my mom as well. We bought the exact same style, but in black. And that coat looks so stylish, so chic, so classic, so timeless. It's perfect as well. So she has a black one of this exact coat style. Also, when I'm talking about my mom, she also has one of these, so the Hermes Evelyn. She has a PM size in black, but literally with her PM in black, with her Max Mara coat, with my brown GM Evelyn, with my Max Mara camel coat, I mean, we can match and we can be the like cutest mom and daughter duo out there, you know? So that's what I'm excited to do this holiday season, matching with my mom. I am such a cool kid. Max Mara coats are great. Burberry coats are great. Would highly recommend. I think if you look into buying a coat and you think about buying something from either Max Mara or Burberry, you buy it in 100% wool, you buy in a color that suits you well, and you buy it in a style that you think will work well with your wardrobe. I don't think you can go wrong at all, actually. On the topic of buying new from the store, I wouldn't buy anything new from the store with fur because that doesn't sit right with me. So everything with fur on, I always buy secondhand. Obviously, Vestiaire Collective is a great place to find coats and stuff. I mean, I feel like you can make pretty good savings if you buy coats secondhand because usually they don't really hold their value too well in terms of the price that you see on these kind of secondhand or consignment shops versus what you see new in the store, right? So that's a tip from yours truly to get a better coat that's still within your budget, you know, that's what we're all about here. But now when we're on the topic of fur, let's just talk about my grandma's. I'm gonna show you one fur coat which I really like. It's a little bit oversized on me, I'm not gonna lie. I have had it taken in a little bit in the shoulder because I think this was like an 80s coat, and in the 80s, like the shoulder, or 70s, I'm not sure, but the shoulders were like major, they were huge. So I had it taken in a little bit. I still wanted it to fit me oversized because I think an oversized fur coat just looks brilliant, you know, chef's kiss or whatever the cool kids say. But I think it just looks so luxurious, so timeless, so classic, so like, hey, I'm here and I'm cool. Obviously, this is nothing that I bought new. I got this from my grandma, and in that way I feel like it's fine to have a fur coat because then it's already produced, it's already out there. I got it from my grandma, so it holds sentimental value to me as well. And in all honesty, the best way to stay warm is to wear an authentic fur coat. Like, don't come at me saying that faux fur coats are as warm because they just aren't. A faux fur coat is usually made of polyester. Polyester does not lock in heat as well as something of fur would. But literally, this fur coat is so great. I think it's so stylish, so chic. It doesn't have any label, so I am assuming that this is just something that she's bought from like a private boutique or something like that, right? Because that's a lot of what she did when she bought clothes. She liked buying from like little boutiques that were like niche and stuff like that, and that she could support like small businesses and, you know, all of the things that we all want to do nowadays. But if you have some old fur coats that you've gotten from family, stuff like this, don't be afraid to wear them. They're literally already out in the world, so who are you gonna hurt by wearing it, you know? And if you don't have fur coats that you've gotten from family, then check secondhand. Usually fur coats are pretty inexpensive for like the actual work of art that they are, you know, when they're already out there. I wouldn't buy anything in fur new because for me that doesn't really sit right, like I said, ethically. So fur coats, would recommend if you have some lying around at home. I know some people don't appreciate people wearing fur coats, but equally, who are you hurting wearing your fur coat? If you already own it, it's been passed down for generations, like literally, it's already here. You're not gonna change anything by not wearing it. Of course, if you go out and buy new stuff, then you kind of support that industry, and I'm not quite sure that's very in with the times, you know? But I think secondhand fur is perfectly fine, and fur is one of those great materials that will keep you so warm in winter. And as we already know, I'm from northern Sweden, right, where it gets to like minus 30 degrees, so warmth is key. Then a coat brand which I have always appreciated. I've never really worn a lot of coats from this brand until I found this little peacoat. The brand is Hettemarks. My mom has always had coats from Hettemarks. It's this kind of heritage Swedish brand that makes great quality coats without being like overpriced, you know? This one is 100% wool. It's keeping me super warm. It doesn't add like bulk to my outfit, you know? So it looks pretty streamlined. I think the navy blue color with the gold buttons is such a classy and classic like nautical color combination, which I can never go wrong with in my wardrobe. I've talked about this at length on my channel as well, but I just wanted to say that if you're on the lookout for a classy, classic, timeless, great quality coat and you don't want to spend like Burberry or Max Mara money, then like, I mean, why not look into something like Hettemarks, because it's a great brand. It's been around for years and years. Like I said, my mom has always been wearing like Hettemarks coats and like jackets and stuff like that, and she has a collection of them, and I think they're all so chic, so classy, so classic, so timeless. I low-key wish I could wear them, but they're all like a size too big for me, so Mom, I'm a little bit jealous of your coat collection, but it's fine. A tip from yours truly in terms of coat brands that are great quality but won't break the bank. And then the last one, which is a random one. And I know people are wondering why I'm walking around with shoes, because when I walk it sounds like shoes, but they're not shoes, they're slippers. So give me a break, you know? It looks so ugly on camera. Like recently, I've gotten so many compliments on this little jacket or coat or whatever we want to call it, right? It's my Barbour little, I call it my dog walking coat. I don't have a dog, but I like walking. So like when you have those days where you want something like low maintenance, you want something that will be fine even though it rains, it's windy, it's a little bit like meh out there, you know? You just put this coat on and you live your best carefree life. And I've been wearing this a lot this fall because it has been raining so much. And like I said, people have been like stopping me on the street. They're like, that coat is so great. Where did you get it? I'm like, it's a Barbour coat. They're like, what? It's a Barbour coat? What? I'm like, yeah, it's a Barbour coat. Get over it. I do appreciate people coming up to me and saying that I'm wearing a nice coat, but I mean, it's just like a normal one of those like oil coated or wax coats. Basically for this season I have handed it into my dry cleaner guy once again, and he's like put a new oil coating on it or wax on it or whatever it is. I don't know the terminology, but he has treated it this year to make it kind of water resistant and windproof and stuff like that again, because with these coats you will have to like treat them once in a while once that coating has worn off, right? Because that's what actually makes it windproof and waterproof and all that good stuff. So my Barbour coat, it's just one of these classic old English looking coats that I imagine people like walking around in the English countryside wearing this coat and a pair of hunter boots with their like little dogs running around, you know, just like one of those dog walking scenes from a movie, right? And this coat. If you want compliments, I guess buy one of these, or if you just want to live a great carefree life, would highly recommend. And my friends, that was it. Those were my coats that I want to talk about today. I have other coats, but for me, these are like my best coats that I wear time and time again that just keeps performing in my wardrobe, and I'm so happy to have in my collection. So if you're on the lookout for a coat, I hope this gave you some inspiration of which coats I would recommend, which coats I'm enjoying in my collection. And obviously, in the fall and winter season, a coat is essential, right? Because when you're walking out on the street, what's 90% of what people see of your outfit? Your coat, right? So get yourself a good high quality coat that will keep you warm, that will keep you looking stylish, and that you will enjoy for years and years. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you have some more time to spend with me today, I'll link 2 videos right here, which I think you will enjoy. And until my next video, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye. Woo! Bye.